Hey girl, hey, this is Dr. Tasha. I hope everybody had an amazing Christmas. Okay. Um, yeah. So we're gonna talk some good stuff today. So let's get the obvious out of the way. The hair. Okay, so first of all, if you want a ponytail long term, a ponytail can be very damaging to your hair, right? You get a little thin right back up on her, you get a little ate out, a little bit, whatever. But I love my good ponytail. But, in pulling out my hair or whatever, hair is long, beautiful, all the things, but it had a couple of areas, okay? A couple of areas around the front, a couple of areas in the middle. And one thing I don't do, I'm not a cover up kind of girly. That is not my ministry. I ain't finna cover up nothing, not the truth, not the medical truth, not my feelings, not no thin hair. No. And I'm just like, and then too, I guess where I am in my life, I was like, girl, all the rollers and the pin curls and trying to make sure the curls look perfect. Who doing that? Who is doing that? I was like, you know what I need? I need a Bixie. I need a Bixie. You don't know what it is? Look it up. It's a Bob and a Pixie mix. I need a Bixie, okay? But my hair was just not as healthy as I wanted it. It's long, doing what it was giving what it gave, but it just wasn't as healthy as I wanted it to be. So talked to the girls and was like, listen, okay, we got to put me in a situation where I can, use conditioning products a couple of times a week, use a little minoxidil on the areas I feel are a little bit thin, making sure I'm taking my hair vitamins, making sure I'm doing all the things, deep conditioning, getting in there with great products, not covering up. Like, I don't do that. And at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure that it is extremely healthy just to cut it. It's only hair. It's not a finger. You shouldn't identify with it. If you do, that's your business. We're not judging you over here. But me, she, her, I don't identify with it. So we're on a quest to get this thing as healthy, and it feels great. But we're on a quest to get it as healthy as we possibly can, so that we don't have any areas back here that are not cute, that we're hiding. And then we're going to cut it in the spring. So stay tuned. Okay, so today's video, y'all, child, let me tell you, I am so in my feelings about this because what? So again, I don't know if y'all caught the story, but I did part of the holidays with one of my besties, and she's, the kids are the kids, right? But the kids, when I say kids, I mean 19 and like 15. So them kids to me, but they ain't kids no more. So they sitting, they having drinks with you, they talking to smack with you, the whole 9 yards, right? And so they put me on to this song. I can't even call the person's name because it's on my phone. I'm recording on my phone. But it's somebody OG. Baby, I don't even know his name. The song name of the song is Different World, Different Something. I don't really even know. But one lyric of the song, and this is how she put the song across to me. Because she's like, yeah, Auntie Tasha, I was watching your video, Crock Pot Coochie. If you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. It's hilarious. So I was like, okay, girl, y'all at the school, watching a thing. So she was like, yeah, it reminded me of this song, Dirty P, P-U-S-S-Y, Dirty P, Bees, Scared of White Towels. I said, run that back, little mama. Run that back, little mama. So she said, you want to hear the song? I kind of don't, because I don't understand what these kids be saying in the rap music. So won't you just translate for me, because I don't know. So yeah, she was like, dirty bees, scared of white towels. I said, so is that a thing now? She was like, yeah, So basically, from what I'm understanding, and maybe I misunderstood her, forgive me if I say it, Lori, but it's a situation of, are y'all dudes really out here making girls try out, like, okay, take a shower and use this white towel so I can see whether your coochie is clean or not? Now, a gamut of emotions after the cut water wore off, a gamut of emotions ran through my mind, my spirit, and my heart. Because what I had said was, okay, well, I'm not even sure if I'm mad, because it's like a sense of accountability. Like, I'm kind of proud of the YNs even caring whether her cooch is clean, because child, for a time, they didn't care. They hit anything and they hit it raw. They didn't care how it smelled. They didn't care how it looked. And I'm like, are we transitioning? Are we holding people accountable? I love that for us, right? So I'm kind of like, yeah, that's right. That's right, young man. That's right, bae. But then again, Okay, so hold on. One, we need to be in a space where we're holding ourselves accountable and not waiting for a man to hold us accountable. So therefore, we're only now addressing the problem because a man is saying something about the problem and he's making you address it. I don't like that for you. Okay, so that's a little bit problematic, right? I don't like that. I do like the fact that males are saying, listen, this is important to me. Like, I want to know that your cooch parts, your cooter puff, your pocketbook is clean. So run that through that white towel, just like when you go to somebody's house. It's always a test for me. I don't wear shoes in people's house, so I will wear my socks, but I wear white socks. Baby, if I've been walking around in your house for 20, 30 minutes and my socks are filthy, I don't want nothing to eat, I'm good. Don't even worry about it. Sis, don't even worry about it. Give me a bottle of water. I mean a bottle. I don't even want no glass. I don't want no ice. Give me a bottle of water. I'm going to mind my business. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not even going to eat your food. Don't even worry about it. And so I guess in that realm and in that space, is that what we doing? As far as the white towel is concerned, but a couple of other things then ran through my mind as well, because you have people out here with emotional issues and all the things. Because what I don't want this to become is a source of gaslighting, right? You're not going to gaslight this young lady and make her feel like she's not clean, has an odor, or infected or dirty or whatever the case may be, when that may not even be the case. I'm gonna tell y'all why the towel might be dirty too. But in case, so what we not gonna be doing is be in the space of allowing ourselves to be gaslit or to feel bad. Because my attitude is that same towel, he want to run through your P word to make sure it's clean. Let's run that same towel to the crack of his ass to make sure that's clean and see how that comes out. Do you got any sweat stains? You got any streaky deakies? You got anything we need to talk about, address, and or manage before we get this thing popping? So yeah, let's make sure that this is a two-sided street, because we can hold each other accountable, but we can hold each other accountable. What you're not going to do is come at me sideways, call names, have me held to a standard that you don't even hold yourself to. We're not doing that. We're not doing that at all. And young ladies, like I said, don't wait for a man to rub the white towel down up and through and pass on you. Do it for yourself. If you ain't sure what's going to do it for yourself, buy some white towels for yourself. Make sure you are cleaning yourself with white towels and white wash rags. Now, I do want to say, sweat, doo-doo, dirt, discharge, that's not the only reason you can have some things. That's most of the reason that you can have some things on your white towel or white washcloth. That's not the only reason. Dead skin is a thing too. And again, cleanliness is important, because if you don't have somebody taking a shower with you who washing your back off, I need you to get that brush or get that thing that do like this so you can get that dirt off your back. Because then you put that towel down your back and it got all them black streaks. You really can't defend that, sis. I'm sorry. So make sure you are washing. Make sure you are cleaning yourself appropriately. That's first and foremost. All right. And exfoliating. Now, y'all know I'm funny about the exfoliation and the vagina and all the things and getting through it. But what I will say is, if it's a thing, and we'll talk about, I'm all over the place. If it's a thing, you can put a tampon in. If you're a tampon girly, you can put a tampon in. You can exfoliate, clean your whole body, dry off, get out of the shower, make sure you are away from the offending agent, and then pull out the tampon in order to keep the vagina safe so we don't develop any vaginitis or any irritations or infections or anything like that inside the vagina. So I'm big on that. Now, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. And she's now a patient, but I guess she was a customer first. And she was saying that her esthetician was loving the Clean and Cute body wash bar. She was like, since you have been using whatever soap it is you're using, which happens to be the Clean and Cute body wash bar, but since you have been using that, you have so much less dead skin. So I'm going to start recommending it to my other patients. Other clients. I don't know if she did or if she didn't, but that's what my client/patient put me on to. And I was like, oh, wow. Never really thought about it. But I can understand that it has calendula in it. And again, it kills a lot of the bacteria that live on the skin. So I can imagine why it would work in that fashion. But exfoliating is a thing too, even if you don't feel like because she gets exfoliated with her esthetician. You can have, they have like skin exfoliating services that are not like chemical peels or anything like that, where you go and they literally scrub you down. If you live in Atlanta, back in the day, they used to, I don't know if they still do it or not, child, I don't know. But Jeju, baby, they used to scale you like a fish in there. I went like a couple of times when I first moved to Atlanta in 2010. I said, what in the voodoo foolishness is going on here, baby? I felt like a piece of tilapia on that lady table. She slushed and slapped, baby. I don't know what the folk had going on up in there. And I was like, am I supposed to be in? Is this legal? Like, for a minute, I had to be like, wait a minute, did I done get myself in some foolishness? But nevertheless, yes, you can go and be, manually exfoliated. You can exfoliate yourself with scrubs. You can buy nice scrubs, not too perfumed, all right? Basically, it's nothing more than oil and sugar. You can actually make your own. You can do like a castor oil and sugar, and it should be gritty and grainy, and rub it on your skin, like exfoliate. And do this for you, not for anybody else. And make sure you're cleaning. Again, when it comes to soap, the Clean and Cute body wash bar, you can exfoliate with just castor oil and regular sugar, just regular sugar. Again, if you're going to do it, please use a tampon. If you're going to do like your chest, your back, all those, put a tampon in and do all the things, and then remove the tampon. If you don't want to put the tampon in, you don't have to, but just know, yes, you do run the risk of developing an irritation or like a vaginitis within the vagina if it gets too close, or rinsing down and all of those things. So that is a thing. I actually had, in the comments on Instagram, somebody was like, well, if that's the case, what am I going to wash my linens with? The washcloths and towels, because bleach is problematic and blah, 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 blah. Okay, so yes, that could be an issue, but let's break that down a little bit further. Now, again, we got Clean and Cute Home. Okay, we got the home. So we are killing the bacteria and all that stuff, but people are like whitening. Sometimes you may get makeup or whatever on it, and the home actually should get the makeup out. But even if you like, no, I want bright and crispies, you can actually use non-chlorine bleach. But what I would recommend, if you're going to use anything, I'm going to give you a couple of different things that you can do. You can use non-chlorine bleach, but you want to do an extra rinse cycle where, okay, you put the chlorine bleach in, but now you're going to rinse so that you can go an additional cycle of getting additional product out. If that's something you want to do. Somebody had also asked me about like the Oxy products. So Oxy is something called sodium percarbonate. And the whole concept of sodium percarbonate is basically mixing powdered hydrogen peroxide with washing soda, washing soda is what they call it in the chemical world. So you got washing soda and you got hydrogen peroxide, and that should kind of break down, into I guess oxygen and some other salts. But again, even if you're using that, which kind of functions like non-chlorine bleach, but even if you're using that, I would still say just run everything through an additional rinse cycle, and that provides a little bit of an extra help if you should happen to be allergic or are irritated by bleach itself. So that can always help. So that's what I would definitely say. But as far as it's concerned, ladies, we always want to make sure, and we shouldn't, I feel like hygiene is not something that you should do because people are watching. Hygiene is something that you should do because you should do. And I have a bunch of videos, hygiene broken down by age, how to clean your vagina. Yes, you should be using soap down there, depending on the kind of soap. Y'all know I only do Body Wash Bar or Dove White Bar Soap Original, no liquid soaps. Liquid soaps have an alkaline, are alkaline, and the vagina is acidic, and that is when we have an issue with pH and you develop vaginitis. Again, all those videos are back in the archives, honey. Grab you a glass of wine and sit and catch up, girl. One, hygiene should be, because it's something you should do. It should be something that you want to do, and a lot of people weren't taught properly, and that's okay. I hope I'm filling that void. I hope I'm helping women who may not have known, they may not have had a mother present, or they may not currently have a mother present to teach them how to do it. So don't go judging people. And this is why I wanted to address this lyric, because like I said, if it made it into a mainstream rap song, then it's something that the young men are talking about. And it's okay if they're talking about it, but we want to keep it in its proper perspective. We want to keep it in a positive perspective. And we are not going to allow this to be something that women are victimized or gaslit, or love bombed, or any of the things, all the little stuff y'all, all little woke terms y'all be using. I don't know, child. But at the end of the day, no, okay, let's hold each other accountable, but let's do it in a positive way, where if I'm not hitting the mark, let me go back, run this thing back and figure out how I can hit the mark. Do I need to use a different soap? Do I need to maybe not use as much of a particular product? Am I not cleaning myself well enough? Am I not exfoliating? Like, get to the bottom of it, but at the same time, make him responsible too. Because if we're gonna shower together, when you slide that towel up the crack of your ass, I'd like to see it. Thanks. Because that might determine what services you will and will not get based on the cleanliness of your testicles and or ass crack. How about that? So let's all be on the same page with that, okay? So I hope this helps somebody. Now I have somebody subliminally talking, and they like, yeah, bro, she filled that white test and that white towel. And you like, what is he talking about? Now you know. Now you know, okay? So for my perimenopausal women who might just have to shower more, who got to do the thing more, you got to get out here, exfoliate. You got to do what you got to do, sis. Okay, because these little YNs, and if you a Thundercat or a Cougar and you out here trying to be with a YN, honey, they bringing white towels with them these days. White towels are the dang on weapon of choice these days. I'm just telling y'all, don't kill the messenger, okay? But again, the soap, Clean and Cute Body Wash Bar, and you can find it at cleanandcute.shop or Dove White Bar Soap. The original, the OG, the white and navy blue box. Cleaning your linens, that is going to be the Clean and Cute Home, again, at cleanandcute.shop. Now, if you should happen, because you don't necessarily have to use any bleach or oxy products with the Clean and Cute Home, but if you should happen to want to, or you already do, or you use something else, just run that through an additional rinse cycle, and then I think we should be okay. All right, so I hope this helps somebody. I hope this blessed somebody. I can't wait to see y'all's comments down below about if you're going to do something different. What are you going to do different? Or did you learn anything? Or do you have any stories to tell? I'm always interested in hearing. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we talk like this all the time, girl. And I may even go live again on New Year's Eve evening, but before church, before the festivities for the evening. I may. Or I may save it for New Year's Day. I don't know, but it will be coming soon. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on your notifications and hit like. Y'all watch the videos and then go on to something else and forget to hit like, and then it don't come up on your algorithm, and then you're mad. So we want it to come up on your Explorer page. You want it to come on your algorithm. We need YouTube to understand that we're caring about our health. We're caring about hearing the truth. And this is how they learn what you're interested in, by you liking, hyping, subscribing, all the things. So if you're new here, welcome. Hey girl, hey. And if you're a regular, hey girl, hey nation. And it do what it do. So jump in the comments, because I cannot wait, honey. I'm going to have some popcorn and a glass of wine tonight and be cracking up. So jump in the comments, okay? All right, y'all, I gotta go make some more soap, because I know y'all mad at me. So I gotta go make some more soap. But thank you so much for joining me. And we'll talk before 2026. I promise you. Bye.